The California coastal layer sits overhead as we welcome you to baseball from historic Dodger Stadium. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Jacoby Ellsbury is at the plate as he looks at ball one. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and Ellsbury's the ground out victim to open up the ball game. Jose Reyes will dig in now. He's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play. McCarthy looks in. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Oh, that grounder got him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Well, let's see if he's okay out there.
Logan Morrison will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. Ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runners on first with 1 down. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. On the move is Peterson. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Brian McCann will get his first opportunity here. And as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Polanco is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Gene Segura comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And he's set down, 1 away. Standing in, Gregory Polanco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Adrian Gonzalez gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Carlos Beltran will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Carlos Beltran.
McCarthy's ready. First pitch on its way. Swinging a hard liner to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So the base is empty here with one away, and standing in is the third baseman, Chase Headley. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Polanco. And that's the second out of the inning. Brett Gardner will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And McCarthy able to get ahead of him here with the fastball. It's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Josh Donaldson strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Beltran is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a one-pitch out. Stepping up to the plate, Corey Seager, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting sixth,
Jock Peterson will stand in for the first time here. He's got that average up over 340 here entering play.
Well, the season's winding down, and this has been a terrific year all around for him. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in baseball this year.
Ball one. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Chopped at the plate. McCann has it. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Didi Gregorius is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. McCarthy steps into his windup. First pitch on the way. Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Peterson has a read on it. He's got it one away. Luis Severino ready to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
And he falls behind 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
center fielder
Jacoby Ellsbury will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it. And we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Peterson. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Yasiel Puig digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Right fielder, Yasiel Puig.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball heading for the alley. Ellsbury's after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And now Ellsbury will get it in off the wall. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double. Yasmani Grandal will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Hit hard toward the right side, and he tries to go to a knee to block it, but it's by him down the right field line. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Brandon McCarthy comes forward, and we'll see how they play it here. The sacrifice may be in order with nobody out.
Well, in my opinion, if it's anybody else in the order, let him swing. But you're talking about a pitcher. Make sure he gets the ball down, move the guy to third base, and go to work.
Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll try to get that runner to third, but this one gets fouled. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Headley comes up with it. On to first by Headley, and there's out number 1. Gene Segura will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Lined hard toward right center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. Gregory Polanco stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And now with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now. So first and second with 1 man gone. And stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now both runners are breaking. Pitch is a called strike. The throw not in time, as he just sneaks in there, and it's a double steal. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there, and he's out.
Woo, no problem.
Josh Donaldson is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Too low, 1-0. 3 runs already home here. That misses, 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Corey Seager steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Hit out towards second. Gregorius has it. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. Leading off the inning, Jose Reyes. and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Line to the right side, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Into the box, Logan Morrison. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Logan Morrison.
McCarthy comes set. Here's the first pitch, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Reyes the runner at first with nobody out. And that misses. 2-1.
2-1.
Ground ball to second. This could be two. To second for one. Back to first, and Morrison is grounded into a double play.
Up next,
Brian McCann stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And, Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Jock Peterson will lead things off here for L.A., but don't go too far. Yasiel Puig set to bat next.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Looked like a slider, perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. And that misses for ball four. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth. Yasiel Puig strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Swinging a soft liner, but this is pulled in by the shortstop, and he is in there. Digging in, Yasmani Grandal will swing it from the left side right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Lifted in the air out to left. Gardner is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now, and he's safe. Now at the plate, Brandon McCarthy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's running towards second. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3. Leading off the inning, Carlos Beltran, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Hit to third. Donaldson's up with it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. McCarthy gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. High and deep to straightaway right. Puig looking up, and this one is gone. A home run.
The left fielder, number 11.
Chase Headley with a solo shot. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now. Brett Gardner comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. High pop-up. Gonzalez has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Didi Gregorius is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Right side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end. Gene Segura will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance.
Segura.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Just foul. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Gardner moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. Gregory Polanco digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And Ellsbury will put this one away for out number 2. Adrian Gonzalez will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Two and two. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that in. Luis Severino makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And you know, guys, it's never fun to have your pitcher leading off an inning.
Pedro Feliciano will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top.
Number 7.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So one gone in the inning now for Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby.
Ground ball right side. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 13.
Stepping in, Jose Reyes. He singled his last time up. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Donaldson is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. CC Sabathia will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the.
Number 52.
Josh Donaldson will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Leading off for the Dodgers, third baseman.
And there's the slider from Sabathia as he jumps ahead, 0-1.
Josh Donaldson is, of course, one of the greatest players in the game today. But before he was a pro, he had a really nice college career at Auburn, the same program that has turned out other greats such as Frank Thomas, Bo Jackson, and Timmy Hudson.
Shortstop,
Corey Seager will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. This is line to left, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. Jock Peterson stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Sabathia pauses. Here comes the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one will get this one. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Yasiel Puig steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it 1st and 2nd now. Yasmani Grandal strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ellsbury over to his right, and that retires the side. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Softly hit to the left side. And that's through into left. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th. Brian McCann will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
The tag gets 1. Now he'll fake a throw to second and look to first instead. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up. Carlos Beltran will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Drilled to first. And Gonzalez will take it over himself, and that'll do it.
It's time for the traditional.
Brandon McCarthy will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ellsbury is under it. 1 out. Gene Segura will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
Under it is Morrison now, and there are 2 away. Gregory Polanco gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Grounded slowly back to the mound. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Luis Avilan will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Chase Headley will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Brett Gardner will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances.
Well, Matt, so much of hitting is being able to make the necessary adjustments.
Your attention,
He needs to make one here.
Aaron Hicks will come on to pinch hit. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that curveball just doesn't look to have the same snap it normally does. But both of those last two have been pretty flat.
Seager is there for it. 1 down. Didi Gregorius will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive.
Starlin Castro.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
You can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
On the ground to the left side. Segura for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is... Adrian Gonzalez leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium. Sabathia gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. A quick out number 1. Josh Donaldson strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Donaldson.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, just looked like he pulled across that slider a little too much. Might have tried to overthrow it.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Fly ball out to right field. On the move is Beltran. 2 gone. Corey Seager steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Down the first baseline. Morrison's there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Sabathia, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Lionel Thomas.
28. Lionel Thomas.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And this is lifted in the air out to left. Polanco moves over. 1 away. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Kenley Jansen. This change for the Dodgers.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's around first on his way to second now. Now Ellsbury's looking for 3. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple. So coming to the plate, Jose Reyes. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him the pitch that he likes.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score. Logan Morrison makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Donaldson is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.